Minnie Riperton's name is synonymous with one of the most recognizable songs of the 1970s, Lovin' You. Her 5-octave vocal range and whistle register made her voice technically unmatched during her time. But while the song remains iconic, most listeners know little about the woman behind it, or why her career came to an abrupt halt at its peak. Riperton began her career in the 1960s as a backing vocalist for Chess Records in Chicago. Working with artists like Etta James, Muddy Waters, and Ramsey Lewis, she developed her technique in the background before stepping forward as the lead singer of psychedelic soul band Rotary Connection. Her work with Rotary Connection was experimental and bold, fusing classical elements with soul and rock, giving early signs of her vocal innovation. By the early 1970s, she had moved into solo work. Her 1974 album Perfect Angel, produced in part by Stevie Wonder under the pseudonym El Toro Negro, introduced a wider audience to her voice. Lovin' You, a song written as a lullaby for her daughter, became a global hit. But beneath the success, Riperton was facing a reality that few knew about at the time. In 1976, at the age of 29, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. At a time when public discussion of cancer, particularly breast cancer, was minimal, Riperton chose to make her diagnosis public. She underwent a mastectomy, but by the time it was detected, the cancer had already metastasized. Despite the diagnosis, she continued to record music, perform live, and advocate for cancer research. Her 1977 albums Stay in Love and 1979's Minnie were recorded while she was undergoing treatment. Even as her health declined, she maintained vocal control and continued public appearances, including a guest spot on The Mike Douglas Show, where she spoke openly about her illness, an uncommon and courageous act at the time. Riperton was one of the first celebrities to become a national spokesperson for the American Cancer Society, appointed by President Jimmy Carter. She used her platform to raise awareness in a way that was almost unprecedented for that era. But her health continued to deteriorate. She died on July 12, 1979, at the age of 31. Her final public appearance was in early 1979, and by mid-year, she was gone. She left behind a husband, music producer Richard Rudolph, and 2 children, including Maya Rudolph, who would later become a well-known comedian and actress. Today, Minnie Riperton's name is often reduced to a single hit. But the reality is more complex. She was a trained coloratura soprano, a genre-defying artist, and a pioneer in raising awareness about women's health in the entertainment industry. Her voice remains unique in its range and clarity. Few artists have ever matched her technical precision or emotional control, especially in live performances. What really happened to Minnie Riperton is a combination of talent, early success, and a private battle with a public impact. She was a rising force in music, silenced by disease at an age when most artists are just reaching their creative prime. Her recordings continue to be sampled, studied, and revisited. Her voice remains preserved, untouched by time, in every note she recorded. She was not forgotten by the industry, but overshadowed by the brevity of her career. Her legacy endures not just through her music, but through the barriers she broke in both sound and public discourse. Minnie Riperton was not just a singer with an incredible range. She was an artist whose work and story remain essential to understanding the intersection of talent and tragedy in the music world.